Alrighty. So, quick recap where we left off last time. You guys, half of you went ahead to the venue to infiltrate as you know, workers, volunteers for the event. And that is where we left off with you guys. With Zegruk failing his attempt at his passion, Elmaril doing a sweet little ditty to try and impress a chef, and Raven just instantly going to help polish dinnerware. So we will move over to Anders and Claudia as we pick up. Before you two head over to the Golden Vaults Ballroom, what would you guys like to do?
I guess we was gonna talk shop.
Well, admittedly, I haven't really been part of many of these, so I'm not exactly sure what you want me to do.
Well, first let's I guess get an idea of I guess our personas, if you will. Because just hear me out for a second. How about instead of being married, how about we's betrothed and are soon to be wed, and we're at this event because we's seeking out the highest of fashions to dress our bridal party. So it'll make it more of a business endeavor for this fella.
That's quite clever. I do like it. I see we can do it.
But who is we? Who we is?
Well, obviously you're the more forward-thinking, so I would presume that you asked me for my hand in marriage.
Oh my. Okay, I like that. I think we could be, we don't have to be, that certainly shouldn't be, I don't think, associated like a house, but we could be some well-to-dos. Perhaps, some well-to-dos from Solaris.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to be associated with a house, because that also ties you down.
Yeah, exactly. So, we come in, and, if we're trying to get the highest of fashions, and we're going to be socializing with, a lot of very well-to-do folk, we kind of have to play the part a little bit. Be a little bit more showy, a little bit more, honestly, a little bit more arrogant. You kind of have to play into it to make it believable.
I must say that might be a little difficult for me. I'm more used to being the fern in the room.
If we want to go this way, I mean, look at me. I'm clearly the much more assertive one in the relationship. Maybe I could do most of the talking, but of course, I would like for you to input, naturally as you feel.
Well, of course. I'm not going to just sit there like a dog.
Yeah. No, you're higher than a dog.
Barely.
I don't know, maybe like we bring a Great Dane in here though, it might be a little different. Okay.
Oh, well,
What should
I
our
suppose I could find it all.
what should our names be? We can keep our first names.
Hmm. That's a good question. Well, I mean, do you suppose there's anything wrong with me sticking with still do?
I suppose not.
I can't imagine that's a very well-known name, so it would give us a vague sense of mystery, being unknown people of wealth that are here to look at clothes.
I mean, really? If I really wanted to, I could still just go as myself. But that could draw some more attention, and really, if I passed the name, Passgrave to this fella, I don't know how inclined they would be, to doing business with me.
Mm-hmm.
How about DuPont? I just kind of feel like DuPont
Claudia
feels Claudia
DuPont.
DuPont.
You know, I think it fits.
And let me tell you, when I first got into this lifestyle, I had to take a lot of classes for being proper. So let me see if I can, bust it out a little bit. I gotta remember, I kind of might have to get into the swing of it, but it's still in there.
Well, maybe it'll be like riding a horse. The first time you do it, you never forget.
Okay, maybe you're right. All right, so we'll go there as Anders Staledew and Claudia DuPont, betrothed, soon to be wed, seeking out the highest fashion for our bridal party. And if we can, I'm sorry, what's this guy's name again?
Which one?
The guy with the journal.
Destre?
Destre. Yeah, if this all comes together, and we can pull Destre aside, and maybe he'll manage to show us some of the drawings that are in that there journal. And if he's not willing to pull it out, we'll just say, oh well, maybe we should just go to Lycinia.
Claudia, I didn't know you were this clever.
Well,
But this plan seems so well thought out. There has to be some type of elegance somewhere deep down in there.
I mean, I've been around these kinds of folks a lot, so I think I picked up a few things here and there. A lot of watching my dad try to pull deals and thinking, well, heck, that's just not how you do it, buddy.
I understand.
Yeah, but maybe it's good to know that it could be coming to our benefit. This could be fun.
I believe it shall. I do wonder how the others are doing.
How are they doing? Well, maybe we should start getting dressed.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So you guys start to get ready and begin making your way over to the ballroom. Before we begin the evening's festivities, is there any last minute things anyone would like to accomplish?
I don't believe I have anything.
No, I'm good.
Nothing I can think of.
Joe, how do you spell DuPont?
DuPont with an E on the end.
The great Remy DuPont.
I just wanted to make sure I had it correct in my notes.
One of the best Bayou clowns come out of the parish. He also murdered 40, 50 boys. It's a very obscure reference, I know. All right, so. All right, so Claudia and Mr. Anders, you guys make your way over to the Golden Vaults Ballroom. And since I finally finished it, I can show it to you guys now. So, making your way through the streets of the city of Rulin, you eventually find yourself at the Golden Vaults Ballroom. The first thing that for Claudia and Anders you notice is that there are guests already arriving wearing the fanciest of dress. Claudia, while this is a normal thing in your experience, Anders, this would be the first time you have experienced such an extravagant festivity in this manner. Sorry, music's a little loud on my end. Anybody else having trouble with SciTube, like controlling the volume?
I always have to make it like as low as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 0, and then I feel like what 10% is like 40%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If I like full screen the song, it will, then I can really control it. But if it's not full screen, it's tough. So, upon the entrance at the main gate, Claudia and Anders, you'll notice that other guests are presenting their invitations to what seems to be a militia-like, not a like city guard, but a guard to the house that is being represented here. I don't know why I already forgot. Someone can correct me, but what house is representing this one?
Look at that.
Did I tell y'all?
Probably.
Yeah.
Can't remember which house it was.
I don't have it in my notes. House.
How-
I do. House Vendrell.
Was it House Vindrel?
No, we're going as the house. Never mind.
Right, you're yeah, they those are the
That's-
ones you gain favor for. This is a House Micus.
Yeah. Okay.
But you see the representative of House Micus says, you stand in the queue, as our British friends would say, before reaching up to the front. Evening. Present your invitation, please.
I present an invitation with a delicate hand.
Oh.
I-
He kind of looks it over real quick. House Marcus is gladly to welcome representatives of House Vendrell. Thank you for coming. Please make your way inside.
Okay. And soft bow, and I I put a hand on Anders' shoulder and I walk him along inside.
I give
Alrighty.
a soft bow as well.
He gives, not as clean of a bow. He definitely just a hired guard in this sense, but responds to you in kind. So, which I've already kind of gone over, but just as a quick recap, you get a slight glimpse walking up to the from the outside. You get a slight glimpse of the garden, the outer courtyard and the garden cloisters. Excuse me, I had to burp. But walking into the masquerade floor, we'll say you guys picked up your masks too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, not really worried about it. For continuity specs, I guess. But
Thank
you
you,
enter.
God.
You're welcome. But you enter into the masquerade floor or the grand hall. Polished obsidian floors, and it seemed like enchanted chandeliers that are glowing with starlight. The rest of you who have been there for hours watched it transform from a well-lit room, for the preparations, transformed into this almost starlight-like atmosphere, creating this soft ambiance around the room. There's a central stage, which there aren't crescent moons in Incarnate, so I had to freehand it. But a raised crescent moon-like stage encompasses half the room, where the other half is, kind of the dining area. If guests wish to, take a load off for a second, get off their feet, especially for women wearing heels or things like that. Around the room, you can see these floating platforms that kind of gently drift above the central area where most of the elite guests are, gandering at and oohing and awing as they kind of pass by. You gather these to be Destre originals, that most of the people, you can even see some guests that are wearing some of the ensembles. As you two walk up to the to the front door and into the grand chamber, another House Micus representative, excuse me, can I please see your invitation so I may announce you?
Oh yes, of course. And I'll extend it. And would you happen to need the names as well?
If you would like me to announce them, I can do that.
Well, do please announce the names of Anders Stilldew and Claudia DuPont, if you will.
Still doing Claudia DuPont, representatives of House Ventral. Perfect. If you wouldn't mind, just stand right there. House Micus would now like to welcome representatives of House Vendrel, Mr. Anders Stilldew and Miss Claudia DuPont. And as you can see, the room is pretty full at this moment, with the staff kind of making the rounds, passing out drinks. It doesn't seem like any of the food is beginning to be passed out. But between the staff and the guests, they all kind of turn to you as, you begin to see them kind of whisper, like, with this. I think both of you have decent passive insights. They don't they recognize the name House Vendrel. However, they do not recognize your names and how you both became to be as representatives for that said house. But there is, slight clapping, towards the recognition of the house that you are representing. Right. Please make your way inside. Make yourself comfortable. I believe they'll soon start passing food out, and eventually the man of the hour will give his presentations.
Oh, Fabulous. Thank you so much, dear.
You're quite welcome, madam, and good day to you, sir.
Tip of my gold.
Good date. A good
Oh.
date to you.
Thank you, ma'am. If you need anything, I'm your man.
Then I'll know who to look out for, and I'll give him a wink and turn to Anders and begin to make our way to our table.
It's not the seating is not like assigned or anything. It's just a kind of like a prom where there were like you could just snag a table, or like a wedding, unless it did say reserved at weddings. I moved Dylan's at his, but you can just have a gander. So as you guys make your way into the central ballroom, we now pick up with everybody in the same room. So let's jump to the other three real quick. What are you three, Elmaril, Raven, and Zegruk? What are you three doing?
Always serving wine.
Yeah,
Yes, would you like some wine?
Yeah.
Please, I'd love a spot of wine.
Nice. There you go. And you, might I offer you a glass of wine in these trying times?
I would love a glass of wine, please.
Ugh.
Sorry, Elmarilla, didn't mean to interrupt you. What you doing?
I'm looking around. I pick up a broom, and I just kind of,
So you've abandoned the entertainment. Man, I love this. You abandoned the help immediately, went to entertainment, and now you're going like Scruffy the janitor. Awesome.
So he's a man of many masks.
He's like,
He's like the hitman.
yeah. What closet you hide the janitor in? Awesome. Probably could have made like random ass tokens for, yeah. Theater of the mind. Use your imagination. The room is full of many different representatives and houses as well. So, with everybody in the room and everybody set to their tasks, what would you all like to do?
I think kind of once we're all in the room, we can start clocking the floating platforms. So the platforms themselves are like the mannequins wearing the clothing.
Yes. So you can see, excuse me. You can see like like a walking through a mall or a Target, where like the mannequins are placed in such a way to really show off the the details of the presentation that it seems Destre is trying to show. But yes, these platforms do carry the mannequins with different outfits. These don't seem to be what are being, while they are being presented at this moment, these don't seem to be what it will be presented like, as a first time look, because that's essentially what this is these elite people are coming to see his new line of work, which you all know to be Lysinia's work, which is why you're here. But this is just a showcase as of right now of what he has done in the past.
I want to kind of walk by Raven during the festivities, passing out wine. Hey, Raven. So, do you think that since they're all out in the open already, is it looking bad on Destre or Lycinia if we do some tampering with those clothes?
Oh, well, he's offering them as his designs, so it would be on him, I believe.
Well, for instance, something of what I was thinking is, hopefully we're not right out in the open, but I want to try to do this as sneakily as possible, and look at one of the clothes and do a little prestidigitation to soil one of the clothes with like wine stains and dirt and mud.
Okay. Um. One second. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really give like a full description of what's like, soiling is, So go ahead and make a perception check for me, Zegruk. Okay.
7.
While it's not like a it's not like a Black Friday event where people are just like climbing on top of each other or anything. It is still a very crowded room, with the wait staff moving in and out, as well as the guests meandering through the hall itself. You think that you don't really see like anyone like keeping a close eye on you or anything, so you could certainly try
To whisper and hide a little incantation to let's say like a light colored men's suit, if there is men's clothing among it.
Okay. So it is semantic. So please give me a sleight of hand check. Nice.
Ooh.
Dude's got hands.
Nice.
So you kind of wait for the opportune time as you kind of walk up to someone who looks like they need a refill on wine or champagne, whatever it is that they are drinking. And as you graciously offer to refill it, you kind of keep one eye like looking in your peripheral, and just as a platform seems to pass by, while even pouring the drink in front of this guest, with the same hand, you fiddle your fingers a little bit to, your big furry fingers, to cast out this spell, and you see is like all the way down the back. It just seems to be littered with mud and a very unpleasant look to the back of it, where it doesn't appear anyone seems to notice until after you have refilled the drink, and begin walking away. You kind of look over, your shoulder towards that outfit, to where now people are starting to like point at the back of the outfit.
I wag my eyebrows and go, "Oh my! It does not look like a very fitting outfit to me."
Are you just saying this out loud?
No, just a raven.
Oh, okay.
Ew. I don't even know what to think about that. Disgusting. I say that with like an earshot of people. But I understand of higher design.
Give me a charisma check, Raven.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Charisma or
flat
persuasion,
charisma.
if you have persuasion, if that's a bit higher.
No.
I'll use a bardic inspo.
11. Okay. You managed to say it in a in a decent enough tone and volume that enough people kind of overhear you. Like they're not really like paying attention to who you are because they notice you holding a carafe of wine, but they definitely take notice of the outfit. And was probably a group of 3 who were laughing richly, like as they kind of look towards it and begin to point it out to others as well. After a few moments of this, you see a probably middle-aged dwarven woman who's wearing a very extravagant dress. Definitely seems like it kind of the silk kind of follows her trail on the floor a little bit, as she even makes note of this as well and kind of gives a soft gasp before she runs over to the mannequin. I guess since you two are paying attention to this, both of you give me a perception check. 22.
Oh, mine was an 8 up there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
Yeah.
22. Raven, you notice that she walks up to this mannequin and she, gets next to the platform as the platform comes to a halt. It seems like, kind of the platforms are doing kind of like a, like a carousel kind of thing. There definitely seems to be a pattern to them as you see her and walk up to this mannequin, and you also manage to hear her say, "This is outrageous. To the back and send your replacement." And you watch as the mannequin springs to life. The mannequin steps off of the platform and moves through the crowd as other people are, they're seeing this and they're watching what's happening. The mannequin heads towards this little curtain area over here before passing behind it. After taking a pause for a moment, it passes through the curtains, and probably about 5 seconds or so after, an identical mannequin with the same outfit, but this one much more clean and much more pristine, steps out, walks its way towards the platform, steps up, and resumes the previous mannequin's position. The crowd is just, oh, as they all begin to clap for it, and this dwarven woman gives a slight bow before moving about the ballroom itself.
Well, that was unexpected.
Hmm? Oh, it was replaced fast. How did they do
those-
that?
Are those curtains the one we were informed about? Wonder how many more replacements are back there.
Did I see that it animated at all?
Yeah. We'll say that the perception check was just to see if you could catch what this woman said to the mannequin, and but Raven, caught that part. But you watched the mannequin head towards the curtained off area.
I wonder if they're all animated back there.
I think so.
Well, we can't get anywhere if they're just going to keep replacing them.
Should we observe the source?
I'm certainly interested.
Can we walk over to the curtains?
Sure.
You cut that way, I'll cut this way, and we'll meet over there.
All right.
All right. So as you two do that, Emerald, you doing anything that you want to go over?
No, I am. I just kind of made my way over here, and I've just been just chilling, trying to stay out of everybody's way.
Okay. We'll come back to it, but as Zegrak and Raven make one of them will kind of pass by you as they make their way to the curtain, and then we can pick up there. Anders, Claudia, what are you two doing?
Darling, if you happen to see maybe like a meatball or a drink coming around, would you mind grabbing me one?
Oh, it would be my pleasure, Shug. I'm gonna get up and look for one of my waiter friends real quick.
Okay. You notice that they make a perception check. Okay. You we'll say this is happening simultaneously as you watch Zegrak and Raven, kind of near each other, near the the moon-like stage, as you can tell that they're discussing something amongst themselves, and just kind of refilling passerby or drinks, and where at what point you see them fuck with the mannequin and the outfit, up to you. Yeah, push the talk, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I'll stand up briefly and try to flag them down.
Okay. While they're on their way to the curtain.
Yes, just one.
Okay.
Just one of them.
We'll say Raven passes by you guys.
Okay, great. Oh, excuse me, darling. Sorry, Raven.
Yes. Might I offer you a glass of wine?
No, it's me. In Anders.
Greetings.
Oh yeah. I'm not really good at this. Have you found anything? What's been going on?
Well, the mannequins move by themselves, and any attempts to fuck with the outfits, they are swiftly replaced.
No, I'm just saying this right off the top of my head. Set him loose.
Oh, set them loose.
I mean, that'd be pretty embarrassing, right? Just a bunch of mannequins running around.
Well, do you see that dwarf over there? I'll point out the dwarf that gave them the command.
Oh, that lady over there? Yeah.
It seems she has command over them somehow. I didn't hear any incantations or anything, but they obeyed her.
Have you checked out the source?
No, I was on the way to give it a perusing.
Oh, sorry. Well, Anders and I, we's about to try to clock D-stray. Maybe just do a little perusing, a little walking around, and after that we're going to see if we can't convince him to show us the journal.
Well, I'll remain on standby. Eyes sharp, ears open. Not entirely certain when or by what signal we're meant to break away and start making trouble, but
I don't know either. Just keep I don't know, keep gathering information, keep feeling out, something will come.
okay.
Oh yes, a meatball for my betrothed, and a glass of your finest sweet tea, if you don't mind.
I just have wine, ma'am.
A glass of your finest sweet tea. I will not speak of it again.
Yes, right away. There's a tray of
Listen,
meatballs
yeah.
just over there, if you're so inclined.
There are no meatballs.
I don't know what this food is. It's all weird looking. I thought those were meatballs.
I gave you guys the menu last week or 2 weeks ago.
It went by so fast.
Man.
Boy, it's been a long time. Oh yeah, I've got it right here.
Yes.
Claudia, in your search for a glass of the finest sweet tea,
Maybe a mint julep.
the it seems the first course is being presented at this same point as well. You know, little hors d'oeuvres, but Whisper of the Dust Veil, a vapor-steamed oyster kissed with starlight gin and a lilac mist, served in a crystal shell that you notice, for those of you that partake, as soon as you finish the oyster, the shell vanishes out of your hands. It's at the same moment House Micus would like to welcome the representative of House Ulfrith and the Lady Kalira Ulfrith. You guys turn, those that are paying attention.
Do they look happy?
Yes.
I hear that. Kalira is the very same woman, right?
Yeah, for those of you that do recognize it, this is the same woman that was not very happy about what you guys did in Applabby. So you all turn and you can see that she is by herself wearing a beautiful gown with her mask adorned just for funsies. She does a quick sweep around the room, kind of pauses on, because Claudia, everyone give me, everyone except Elmaril, because she technically hasn't met you, but you can do it if you want, part of your Hitman game that you're going through. Everyone just give me a general stealth check, just to be inconspicuous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, I mean, it does fit, but I'm also masked.
It
Is the
does.
one in the basement?
Correct.
Mhm.
It was her house was funding that operation.
Ah.
Claudia, stealth check, please.
Well, I'll just roll a d20 through this. D20.
10 plus stealth, 14.
13. Everyone except for Zegruk and Elmeril, but that's just because she's never seen you before. And especially those who are not wearing masks. So Raven, she definitely catches your gaze, and she lingers on Claudia and Anders. But she doesn't seem to make a fuss. She just seems to, as her entrance is welcomed by the rest of the guests and the light clapping, she seems to hold her head high and carry herself through the ballroom. So,
Do
with
you
that being said,
notice? Or
oh yeah, you guys notice.
Well, this just got a little bit more complicated, huh?
quite, darling, quite.
I would say we need masks now, but I think we've been made. Well, you have been made. To Raven.
Oh well, nothing to be done about it now.
Right.
All right. Cool. So, what you guys doing now?
Anders is thoroughly enjoying these oysters.
He didn't tell you where the shell reappears.
Hey.
Might I take a closer look at this curtain?
Yeah. So, with the slight interruption from Claudia, trying to get a glass of sweet tea, you eventually make your way over to the curtain with Zegruk and a mysterious janitor that just seems to be sweeping one spot.
My.
Wait, I thought that guy was a musician.
No. He was pouring wine, wasn't he?
A lot of doppelgangers in this world.
But as you grow closer to the curtain, you didn't see it before. But as you get closer, you now notice that there is a pretty well-dressed mannequin that is not on a platform, but standing right in front of the curtain. But as you approach with Zegruk in tow, and the janitor, kind of nearby as well. As you get closer to the curtain, the mannequin kind of springs to life a little bit, and like almost as if it's like acknowledging your presence, not like looking directly at you because it doesn't have eyes, but it definitely acknowledges your presence as you kind of walk up to it.
Creepy.
Would you like some wine, sir?
It doesn't seem to acknowledge what you're saying.
Did it turn to me when I was talking to it?
It did, but it doesn't. It seems like the words you're saying to it right now have no effect on it.
I slowly reach for the curtain.
As you slowly reach for it, the mannequin's hand springs up like in like a stop motion.
I see. I just need to get more wine glasses. Mr. Mannequin.
The mannequin slowly moves its hand and then makes a pointing gesture down this way, where you see some of the staff are going in and out of a door down that way.
Huh. I could have sworn it was in here, I guess. Sorry, first day.
It slowly lowers its hand to its side, and again, almost as if it is looking at you, but you can't tell. It's still definitely acknowledging your presence.
Chef Teslin would like 3 mannequins to bring out the next hors d'oeuvre.
It looks towards you, but it doesn't seem to do anything based off of those words.
Send 3 mannequins. Now.
Neither of those words.
These aren't the mannequins you're looking for.
Open the curtain.
It takes a step more, because it's been like towards the right of the curtain itself. It now takes a step towards the center of the curtain before turning back to you. Almost in a defensive standpoint.
Okay.
Understood. Let's go to the kitchen. Sorry we got so turned around.
Yes, we're just going to go this way.
So as you move away from the curtain, it moves back to its, to the right of it. Back to its original position and resumes its lifeless animation.
The problem. I mean, it's just a mannequin, but I don't have my weapon, do I? I think I wouldn't have taken it.
Yeah, because weapons would have been checked if you did bring, because I think all of you agreed to leave behind weapons, except for Zegruk, who brought his walk shield.
Do I have it while I'm serving, or is it probably stowed in the kitchen?
Probably stowed away, I would assume.
Yeah.
This is a very classy affair. So
It's in the
the staff area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I get the sense while talking to the mannequin that it's magical or mechanical?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Bazinga.
20. Mechanical in movement, but there definitely is some magical essence to it. You can tell that it's recognizing that you're talking to it. And just for funsies, both of you give me an insight check. Elmaril, you're kind of hanging out in that area as well. You can give me an insight check as well. Elmaril, there's almost this sense of it acknowledges that they're speaking to it. It acknowledges their presence. And it's almost like it's looking for a certain phrase. Catch what I'm laying down?
Yes, okay. I do.
Just making sure it got quiet for a moment.
Raven, do you recall exactly what she said to it?
Oh, it just sounded like regular barking orders. What exactly did she say?
She said, "Go to the back and get cleaned up and swap." I don't remember
Yeah.
everything word
Yeah,
for
it's just-
word,
So what-
but
nothing
it was
sounded like-
basically it was basically a command to, "Hey, go get changed and have your replacement come out," kind of thing.
Should we tell it to go get changed and have a replacement come out?
Unless the mannequins up there can talk.
They don't have mouths.
You would. What's everybody's? What's everybody? You three. What are your intelligences? You're all above 10, right?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah,
It's
11.
12.
Yeah, 12.
16.
Okay. You can guesstimate that the mannequins don't talk. However, that mannequin did recognize presence in front of it. It's very possible that it recognized another mannequin's presence and then let it go by. However, for you guys, it seems to be looking for either certain words or a phrase. Which Elmarel picked that up on his very, very good insight check.
I'll have to get the phrase.
Well, we can't have another mannequin come to the curtain. We'll need to have somebody who knows the phrase come to the curtain.
Poor lady knows the phrase. Anyone have any mighty ideas on how to accomplish that?
I mean, we could try to shadow some of the people we know are prominent. Try to pick up on what they're saying.
That's a good idea. Let's try it. Meet back here in, what, 10 minutes?
Sure. Yeah, that works. Just
I'll
try not
go-
to get detected.
Yeah. I'll go casually kind of hover around the dwarf and serve wine.
Okay. Zegrick?
Yeah, this is the best plan I could think of too. So I'll just go to another corner and maybe I'll go into the kitchen and grab some more bottles.
Okay.
See if anything's of interest going on in there.
All right. I'd like all three of you to make stealth checks to see how inconspicuous you are. And then we will come back to you three in just a moment. Claudia, Anders. While this is happening, Anders, you... Nice, Egg.
Yeah.
Nice, Raven.
Damn.
Hey, that was pretty okay, Raven. Same to you, Dylan. Mwah. So Anders and Claudia, as this is happening, Anders, you've probably, shut down about 3 or 4 shells of oysters. It's not long before the second course is served. Embers beneath the mask, slow roasted duck breast rib glazed in fay pepper and a plated with iridescent char and crackling ember dust. Yeah, these are handed out in small plates, but Claudia, I imagine you grab like 3 or 4.
No,
Um,
but she's like trying really hard, so here she has like a really shaky knife and fork in her hands. So just don't grab it. Small
give me
bites. Small bites.
Oh, I guess this would be Constitution. Give me a Constitution check.
Oh, darling, you can do this. I cast guidance.
Nice. You can add the guidance if you want. I push the talk, bud.
5.
What?
Holy, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's a 21. Oh, I see that
Yeah.
now. My thing was pulled over. It was just a 2. Okay.
Okay.
Neat.
So 24 total. You managed to, with slight flexing of your abs, manage to just because the first taste of oysters, you realized that it's been a few hours since you've eaten, but you managed to clench your abs in such a way that you're managed to kind of tighten your stomach and not let it growl as much.
Oh, good.
And not that. Sorry, hold on. And we can do this one again. Fuck it. Didn't pick music out beforehand. As the second course is served, you notice that the lights begin to dim just a little bit. Almost as if a slight light pollution fills the room, kind of dimming the somewhat illusionary starlight that is protruding into the ceiling. You notice that nightfall has begun to creep over the ballroom as the evening festivities are just merely beginning. The crowd begins to kind of halt, and they all begin to look towards the Crescent Moon stage. A elven male, appears to be kind of middle-aged. He's very tall and poised. Almost has like an unnerving sense of symmetry in every single movement that he takes. His skin is pale with like a faint pearl-like shimmer. It's immaculate. It's almost unnatural. His eyes kind of give off like a candlelight kind of feeling, like a gold iris to him. Long black hair tied back with crimson thread and pinned with silver needles. And as he begins to take the stage, almost as if like clouds moving across the moon at night, like this small fog kind of creeps over the stage. And as he steps forward and the crowd acknowledges him with the slight clapping, he kind of holds his hands out a little bit to welcome the applause. And just as it dies down and everyone kind of bends to his words, Rulin, city of refinement, tradition, and repetition. He pauses, letting the silence draw in like a breath. For too long, fashion has bowed to memory, to legacy, to those who hide behind their names, stitching the same tired silhouettes while claiming heritage as brilliance. He kind of gestures towards the audience. Nobles in radiant masks, holding their flutes of wine. They all seem to be whispering amongst themselves. But tonight, we unfasten the past. We unlace the old forms. We wear change. Because what is the masquerade, if not a rebellion made beautiful? The lights dim even more slightly. A soft pulse kind of glows from his cloak. Every stitch you see tonight carries more than color and charm. It carries intention. Every design is a reflection of who we are when no one is looking, and what we could be if we dare to become more. A slight beat as he looks directly into the crowd and around. So I ask you, which matters more? The name stitched in your collar, or the power you feel when the world sees you for the first time? Style is power. And I intend for all of you to reign. Let the masquerade begin, and let us never wear yesterday again. The crowd gives their generous applause to Distray as he finishes his speech. The third course being presented at this time as well, which is the Mirage of the Moon Petal Mire. Ashen chanterelle foam atop a bed of gold leaf moss crumbles, steeped in eclipse wine and memory root vinegar. Claudia and Anders.
Quick question to the DM.
Uh-huh.
How quickly have the courses been coming out? Like, what's the duration between course?
I mean, it just seems like it seems the general sense is as soon as the first course is served and everyone, which, kind of was maybe a little hindered on some of the courses because some people are taking more than they should. Not directed at you guys. You're seeing other people do it as well, like taking an extra here and there.
No, of course.
But it seems that once everybody is at least served once from the course, the next course begins.
Before Claudia takes a drink, I'm going to stop her, like, kind of assertively but gently put my hand on her wrist as she tilts the glass up. Because I'm assuming this is a drink, right?
Which one is this one again? Sorry. Hold on. Gotta
The
scroll back
Mirage
down.
Moon Petal Mire.
Yeah.
It's a drink. Okay. Is it a drink?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. And I'm going to stop her and say, darling, I know you have an allergy to chanterelles, but you must try this. And as soon as I touch her, I'm going to cast Protect from Poison.
Okay. It's not poison, but
It's a different reason.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
The duration of this spell is 1 hour.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, I feel the magic pulse through me, and I'll raise my eyebrows and take a sip. Oh my, it's so light. It dances on the tongue. Oh, this truly is something, honey. Thank you.
Perhaps we should maybe take a stroll real quick, because I feel like there's something we need to address.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I could really stretch my legs.
Okay. You guys are gonna stroll around the ballroom?
Do they have a garden or anything?
They do.
Okay.
Actually, just to the back of you, you see the doorways towards the garden area.
The garden sounds like it'd be a lovely place to take a walk.
Well, you do know I love plants in the moonlight.
Dang, we're good at this, Anders. All right, let's go.
All right. Reveal. Do it. The fuck. There you go.
Ooh.
So you enter into the outer courtyard, known as the Garden Cloisters. Just as night has taken over the city, the garden itself is moonlit. You definitely already see some people out here, sipping their drinks. Seems that they're having some conversations across the benches. Some of the wait staff are even emerging to bring the next part of the courses out, and refilling drinks and things like that.
So, how many people are out here?
We'll say like 20 to 30-ish.
20. Okay, that's a good amount.
There's probably not including the wait staff. There's probably about 100-ish guests at this event.
Okay, that definitely gives me a better train of thought. Thank you. I guess I will gently talk to Claudia and say, I'm sure you understand why I felt the need to do that. You know that somebody here definitely might want to do something to us.
Seeing them come through the doors definitely made my stomach drop a little bit.
Can I?
Why?
Sorry, as we're scanning, as we're here, can I just like scan around and look for, we got a lot of people in here, seeing if there's anyone that like looks our direction maybe a little too intently, like they have some purpose.
I would
sure.
like to assist this.
Okay, yeah,
Make a situation.
Yeah, make a perception check with advantage.
Oh, thank God.
Cool.
In the garden area, they definitely, just because you two are a striking difference.
I'm 3 feet taller than him. Yeah.
And the fact that, while Anders, you are, dressed to the nines, Claudia, you look like you just got out of Sunday church in Atlanta.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
So it is a very striking difference based off of the outfits that you're wearing and the height difference. They acknowledge your presence. It seems like they're, having conversations themselves at the moment, but doesn't seem like anyone out here or Lady Ulfrith is outside at the moment.
Yes, it's just, I know what we did back there definitely wronged her, and I know for sure she caught us. So, I just felt it might be better to take the precaution. If I need to do it again, I know when to do it.
Well, that's a very wise move. Hopefully, you won't have to do it again. How long does it last? It feels like it'll last a little bit.
Well, given the current pace of things, be a couple of courses. Maybe 3 comfortably.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, you see those guys just like standing over there by that there door for like 5 minutes?
Well, now I do.
yeah, it's kind of funny. Okay, so I guess we'll just get back to it and continue having a pleasant meal. Once it wraps up, try to get a hold of a D-Stray. Or in, any available gap.
Yeah, just for clarity's sake, you gather that the courses will be served, and then the presentation of the outfits.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Also, while we're out here, are there any plants that Anders would just inherently notice? Or is this like an exotic garden? Like what kind of garden is this, I guess?
No, it's just plants that are pulled from the region. Nothing nothing exotic or anything. It's
Okay.
it's to give the
Shrubbery.
Yeah, it's from what Lycinia told you guys about this. It's where some people will come out here to kind of gossip, get away from everything. So it's supposed to give that feeling of like I'm in a safe place. So nothing exotic or anything. You would probably
Okay.
recognize the majority of them.
Gotcha.
All right, are you guys just chilling outside or?
I guess we'll have a little bit more of our drinks.
Oh, you cut out after you'll have a little bit more of your drinks.
Do we begin looking, or do we finish our meal before we go?
I'll begin looking for what?
I don't know. Anything suspicious? Any signs of distray?
I mean,
Anything that could maybe help our endeavors?
That's a good question. I mean, we could always just like actively be watching. We's in the room with some powerful people if you're interested in making some conversation. Though, I kind of feel a little weird doing that. Not having, having an alias and all that. Not really having a position.
I think should someone approach us, we'll be kind to oblige. But if nobody seems to engage, we just stay our course.
Just here for the show.
Exactly.
You'll find it hard to believe no one will come up and try and start a conversation. As Lady Ulfrith appears behind you two. As I'm just going off of where your icons are and how you just been kind of sitting there. And we'll come back to you guys in a second. All right, Raven, Zegruk, and Elmaril.
That's equal.
Yeah, I know. You gotta have cuts in the episode, all right?
Yeah, I get it,
That's a
man.
good
But
cut.
man, does it hurt my soul?
All right, Raven.
Our kingdoms were distinct.
We gave you guys some time. Let's jump back to the others. Raven, Zegruk, and Hitman. What you guys doing?
Trying to tail that dwarf and get a fast sword, but I don't know how that's gonna go.
Okay, we'll start with you then.
Before we split
sorry.
off, I'm gonna give them each a cookie of bardic inspiration.
Whoa.
Ew.
They're in cloth.
Okay. All right, so you both get a bardic. So both of you. I don't remember if I rolled for that or not.
But this here, since it's a D8 now.
Oh.
Mm.
So you roll in a 12 with your stealth. We'll start with you, Raven. So as you strategically begin to refill glasses of wine, it's amazing your carafe hasn't run out yet. But as you strategically, refill glasses, eventually, after a couple, you even kind of ignore like one gentleman is just like, "Ma'am, oh," but you're dead set on your target. You eventually find the dwarven woman, as she seems to be, almost in a host-like position, as you kind of tail her for a little bit. She seems to be greeting the different guests, and commenting on the carousel-like mannequins that are passing by with the different outfits. Oh, well, this was from his spring collection, back in such and such, and blah blah blah. You also notice as you're doing this, she's also keeping tabs on the mannequins themselves, making sure that someone doesn't get too drunk and knocks one over or spills their their wine, or just trying to keep general upkeep. It seems they already have a system in place, if there is in that sort of situation, as you guys found out. But you managed to kind of tell her for a little bit. A few times you notice her kind of look over her shoulder at you. But she seems to just carry on about her business as you kind of follow her strategically throughout the ballroom. You doing anything with that information, or just still telling?
I mean, not, no, I guess not. She doesn't
Okay.
say anything to any mannequins, does she?
No. She's. It doesn't seem like any of them have any.
Any issues?
Yeah, at the moment. I mean,
Blast.
Gotta trigger an event.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you on what you want to do. You got a carafe of wine. You know that she's watching the general uptake. I'll let you think about it. Zegruk, what you doing?
I'm going to meander towards the kitchen,
Okay.
keeping my eye out if. Where does Desiree go after he's exits the stage?
He goes into this back room.
Okay.
Sorry, you can't see the. Hold on, let me.
Up here.
Yeah.
There you go. The door wasn't showing. There you go. Yes, he exited from there and entered back in it after his speech. Though you did not see anyone go in or out with him.
Yeah, I'll head into the kitchen.
Okay.
I'll get some more wine. And are we just carrying the carafe, or are we also carrying platters for like glasses?
It seems most people have these types of events are people usually will stick with one drink depending upon what they're drinking. So you're just, like a waiter, at Chili's with a water jug, you're just going around topping people off.
If I can get away with it, I'm gonna pick up a platter, just an empty platter, and carry
Okay.
that around as well.
Yeah.
carafe.
You do see a table filled with dirty dishes.
Yeah, perfect.
You like that little detail I put in there? Yeah.
I do. I'll pick up that long oval one.
Okay. We can say you just press the digitate to clean it.
Oh yeah.
Unless you want to walk around with a dirty one.
No. Clean's good.
Yeah.
I can make my own mess.
Yeah, you see the chef, I forgot what his name is.
Armand Teslin.
Yes, thank you, Armand Tesselin. He's busy at work. Definitely a stay out of his way as they're preparing different kinds of foods and everything. As you grab a new carafe of wine and your big oval platter.
I'll hang out for a couple minutes just in case somebody mentions mannequins or needing to access any other rooms.
Okay, give me a perception check. 20. You do manage to catch a conversation. Just kind of two workers that seem to be kind of like staff that are waiting for a manager to tell them what to do, as they're just kind of chilling next to in one of the corners, waiting to grab plates and take them out. Did you see those mannequins? Like, they just come to life. That's something right there. Never thought I'd see something like that. I mean, just the way that, like, they command them and they just spring to action, and they even have one guarding the wardrobe room. That's pretty nifty. Yeah, I heard you gotta tell it some kind of secret password to get back there, but only the dwarven lady and, of course, D-Stray knows what that is. This is quite possibly the coolest event we have ever, served at. I bet we're gonna make a lot of money tonight. Yeah. And then afterwards, we're gonna go get blitzed. Right you are.
All right. You said they're waiting to start
Yeah,
serving?
they're in between courses right now as they're the cooks are finishing up the next course, which would be the Gilded Wain, a half globe of chilled starfruit mousse with candied black lotus served over cracked sugar moons and an aurora drizzle.
Ooh. If I tell them something, is the chef like clearly within earshot listening, or is he kind of turned away and very busy right now?
I mean, he's in the trenches. He's, doing what a chef should, which is commanding the brigade. I mean, they're standing in like a line that is waiting to receive plates. So if you're trying to talk with them, I would say you would probably need to do it. Like, you don't have to whisper because they wouldn't be able to hear you in a busy kitchen, but you would definitely need to talk in a lower tone if you're trying to make it to where Armand isn't going to hear you.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of a lower tone, and
Okay.
I'll go up and kind of in a matter of fact voice, just chef told me to relay that we're going a little fast on the course handouts. If we could slow down the pace.
Okay, make a persuasion check. Okay. They kind of looked at each other like, all right, we trust this guy. So what?
Alright.
I guess your intent is to just slow things a bit more.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're seeing Desiree talking and moving on to the second course, kind of.
We're about to be on the fourth course.
The fourth course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely need more time,
Okay.
so I'm trying to get more time.
All right, and you're just telling it to those two?
Well, pass it around. You see anybody else serving? Be sure to let them know.
Okay, yeah. After the fourth course, we'll let people know to kind of slow it down a little bit. All right, I'll say with that, because the fourth course is in the process of being served right now, so you're probably not going to slow that one down. But I'll say, the staff that are serving the food, it'll pass around decently quickly with an 18. That a lot of them go and take a smoke break. in between courses.
Nice.
Some of them even smoke 2 cigarettes, you know?
I'll head out.
Okay. All right, Elmaril, what you doing?
All right. Well, I'm gonna actually try to do some. I'm gonna do some actual work now,
Okay.
and I
Whose
will.
outfit you stealing?
I'm just going on with what I'm wearing.
Okay.
And,
Black suit, red tie. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna head to the kitchen to get some wine.
Okay.
Just kind of, get the lay of what's going on, what foods they're serving, because I have not been paying attention. And
Okay.
I will get the wine and kind of just head over to this area,
Okay.
to the tables, and just kind of linger, look for anyone who's needing a top off. So
Alrighty. Just for funsies. Okay. We'll say you even kind of see Zegruk do his thing of like giving you guys a bit more time in between the 4th and the 5th course. Which, by the way, it's going to back up the rest of the courses because once the flow is off, it's very hard to get back on. So,
Chef is not going to be happy about this.
nope.
No, he will not.
Nope. We'll get to that when we get to it, though.
I'm hoping it'll just be a bunch of he said, and then he told me, and then he told me.
All right. So, Elmaril, what are you wearing, though? Just out of curiosity.
I think I'm just wearing a just a simple shirt and pants.
Okay. I mean, are you dressed like the waitstaff, or?
Oh, yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot. Yeah, from the my wonderful audition where I played a song in front of the chef. Yeah. I am, yes, dressed like waitstaff.
All right. So as you just kind of, set up shop, and people are just kind of coming up to you, and as you begin to, fill their wines, a younger woman, you can't really make out all the details. I mean, she's very, well dressed, definitely from a prominent, family in the city. She kind of walks up to you, and as you're kind of refilling her wine, well, that's interesting. I don't see anyone else wearing a glove.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just I hurt my hand, and I don't want to. It's it doesn't look good with the food and everything.
Oh, my dear, I hope it wasn't painful.
Yeah, it definitely hurt a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't be wearing a glove if it didn't.
Oh, well, forgive my curiosity. Might I see? You notice on the dress, she has a brooch that is a silver coin encircled by olive branches. I know you. Did we establish you're from the Republic?
Yes, I am from the Republic.
Okay, make a history check for me. Okay, you have no idea who this is.
The hell's this bitch?
Yeah. I mean, I prefer not to. just professional courtesy.
Of course. Of course. Well, I mean, don't touch anything that I'm going to eat.
Don't worry. I will be as sanitary as possible.
As she kind of walks away, you notice that she's definitely glancing at you a lot. Okay, but as you set up shop and just begin refilling, are you just trying to gauge conversations and things like that?
Yeah, try to see who kind of has status
Okay.
over others.
Okay, yeah. Give me a perception check.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, the hustle and bustle of because I don't think you've ever been a server before. It's very overwhelming. Just the constant refill my glass, boy, kind of thing. It's hard to really gauge conversations. You can gather that it's clearly not the type that you surround yourself with. Very snooty and just very prominent voices. And what's your insight?
It's +3.
+3. Okay. You gather a lot of it is kind of like when a dad gets a new grill and invites all the other dads over. It's very much one-upping each other of like, well, we bought this, well, we took a vacation here, kind of shit. So, but as far as ascertaining like who's more prominent versus others, with the two, a little bit hard to tell. All right. And with that, I'm going to jump back to Raven real quick. Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I do. I want to.
Wow.
Ooh.
Alrighty, what you got?
It's threatening.
I want to find like the drunkest person in the room
Okay.
and wait for them to be near a mannequin.
Okay.
And then I'll approach.
Oh.
I guess this would technically be. I mean, you could tell. Well, I mean, mannerisms would technically be insight. Give me. I mean, we can just go off of general vibes, I guess. Give me a perception check.
I'm gonna use my bardic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, fat. That's
Yeah.
big. Fat.
Wow.
With a 15, you definitely notice like there is a little bit larger of a gentleman. Definitely gives that like fat cat kind of personality of like probably slings out more money than he should. Because he's got money, but not near as much as other people. So he feels like he has to kind of keep that appearance about him, and that includes showboating in the sense of, look how many glasses of whiskey I can drink more than you, kind of sense. But he's definitely giving off that like, look at me, I'm the center of the room, because he's speaking with like a loud booming voice, so that way anyone that's in earshot has to like look over and listen to what he's saying. And he's definitely, his drink is kind of spilling over his hand as as he's and I had to buy me another chariot. It's just I couldn't get by with 4 chariots. I needed 5 chariots, and that's just the way it's gonna be. I tell you, but I tell you, the missus, she loves it. Sheila, get your hand away from me, boy. I don't need, unless you're bringing me another drink or one of them tasty oysters. But that kind
Sir,
of
More wine.
Yeah, you notice as a mannequin is slowly making its way over.
Perfect. I, sir, please, I can only pour so fast. Whoops. And I'll just lavishly launch the glass of wine just straight up in the air.
Okay, what kind of roll will this be?
I mean, she said whoops, so that's advantage.
Wow.
Automatic.
Yeah.
For vocalizing whoops, yeah.
Well, I'm debating if this is going to be deception, sleight of hand.
Could even be performance.
Performance.
It could be performance.
Listen, you don't say whoops if you're going to try to be respectful.
Oh, young lady, I don't need another glass. young lady. Give me a performance check.
17.
Damn. What
So
a
as
show.
you try to
funny.
force the wine into, he's not even drinking wine. You try to force wine into his glass.
So it's like still some sips of whiskey in his glass or something.
Yeah. This is amazing. This is exactly what I was hoping this would go. Just you guys just doing fucking shenanigans in this shit.
I'm legitimately crying right now.
But as he goes says, young lady, he actually kind of even assists you with the wine as he tries to smack it away from you. You take the opportunity to, using your best acting performance, kind of like, fake punching in like movies and stuff. You manage to go with his flow and fling the wine at a passing mannequin that's wearing a very lovely, almost like, kind of like a moonlight color in the dress itself, as it splashes all over the mannequin. This kind of turns a bright look from the rest of the crowd. That's in, I would say probably within about 10-15 feet or so. Everyone is just kind of looking over in your direction. Well, what the hell was that?
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. Slippery bottle, poor angle.
Ooh, that doing that voice hurt a little bit. I have never. What is going on? As the dwarven woman rushes over to the area. This is from some mighty fine help you got around here, lady. I mean, this lady came up to me trying to force a drink in my hand. I left me with no choice. I had to defend myself. Everyone here saw it. I had to smack that wine out of her hand, and it just so happened to land on such a lovely dress. I will pay for all of the damages as long as this woman here is fired.
Fired?
Luckily,
It
your
was an
performance
accident.
was so great that so one of the bystanders, oh, come off it, mate. She was clearly just trying to help you, and you smacked it out of her head. Like, this is no fault of her own. She doesn't need to be fired. Why don't we just agree you pay for the damages, leave this poor girl alone, and we all get back to having fun? Hold on now. Hold up, everybody. She can't clearly believe that this was my fault. And the rest of the room is like they seem to like deal with this person on a daily basis. As maybe not daily, but at these types of events, he makes an ass of himself. Well, I mean, oh, do forgive me, madam. Sometimes I get a little carried away in these types of things.
No, you're totally fine. It was my fault. There was a bit of an oopsies on both sides.
I can agree to that. Yeah, tell Dishtray I'll pay for the damages. Young lady, you go to the back and get yourself cleaned up. Grab you another carafe of wine. The drinks must keep flowing. That's right.
Yes, look at me. I'm drenched as well. I'll just slip into this back room for a quick change. Won't be but a moment.
Please use the staff room to change. She looks towards the mannequin. You replace yourself. Send out your replacement. And might I remind you, sir, that this is a formal affair, and you would be well to remember that.
I lean in
Whoa,
close
whoa.
when she's talking. Did she do any hand movements or anything?
No, she just talked to it.
What the heck?
Let's not get carried away with the nonsense. I'll refrain. I'll only have two more glasses. You will have one, and you will see yourself home for the evening. Definitely a man not to be too embarrassed by what he's done. Oh, all right. That seems fair. Have Dishtray bill me in the morning. While this is happening, the mannequin is already sprung to life and is heading towards the curtained area.
Is it
Well-
possible to follow it?
Well, we'll see. You go get cleaned up and continue your duties for the evening.
Yes.
Are you gonna slink behind the mannequin?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, we'll come back to that as we return to Claudia and Anders.
Oh, fuck.
So, standing before you, Lady Ulfrith. She's still donning her mask, but you can wearing the same outfit that when she was announced. This is quite interesting.
Lady Elfrith, it's not polite to sneak up on people like that.
Oh, cut the bullshit. Why are you using that annoying accent? Not to say yours is already not annoying.
Well, it's real awkward seeing you here, I gotta admit.
I'm told you two are representatives of House Vandrel. And how is that so?
One knows how to acquire favors in this town.
So it would seem. Especially someone of low-born quality such as yourself. It seems I have definitely underestimated you.
Are we gonna have any problems tonight?
I don't know. Are we?
Not looking to cause any.
Well, you've already caused quite enough on my end. You're lucky I'm here by special invitation of House Micus. If it were any other party, I might cause drama.
Well, let's hope it doesn't have to come down to that.
Well, maybe not tonight.
Great.
But I do...
It'd be terrible to ruin such a lovely evening.
Wouldn't it? I just wanted to stop by and say, remember, I owe you one. Good luck in the games. She kind of flips her hair and saunters back into the ballroom.
Oh, well, that went better than I expected.
That was still quite intense. We got to be a little bit more careful as it gets closer to the games. And I know what she can do, Claudia.
You're right. You're right. It would be a very good idea for, well, I mean, even not just me, but all of us now, to keep our heads on a swivel.
That being said, we should still be fine for the evening.
I think so. She just, was merely sending a message. Message received.
Should we get back inside?
I think we should. Is that yelling?
Let me see if I can. All right. But as you two make your way back into the main ballroom, the next course being served, which again, as a reminder, the fourth course, as I scroll down in my notes to find it.
The Gilded Wayne.
Yes, the fourth course, the Gilded Wayne. A half globe of chilled starfruit mousse with candied black lotus served over cracked sugar moons and an aurora drizzle. As the next course is served, which you'll notice that the fifth course seems to take a little bit longer to get out after the fourth course. But as you all kind of nestle in to what seems like might be a long evening, as some of you continue your staff duties, and Raven, you begin to follow a mannequin as best you can to try and get behind the curtained area. That is where we'll pick up next time.
This is incredible.
Oh,
This is amazing.
It's good.
this is some of the hardest I've laughed in a long time. Whoops.
Yeah. Dylan's playing Hitman.
I know. Gonna pick
Great
up
work,
the broom and
47.
go.
Great work, 47. You have now successfully grabbed a carafe of wine.
Yeah.
I do love the idea of, like, every time, like, you know, if this were, like, you know, camera based, every time the camera goes back to Elmaril, he's wearing a different outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I killed a chef and took his uniform.
It's like as you're stuffing the body in the freezer.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.